Hello and welcome back to Regiments. This is Phase 4 of Operation Black Horse Mad Dash, and today we're going to be trying to cut the main road that the Soviets are using to retreat, cut them off from their reinforcements, and destroy this enemy formation in place, while capturing the rest of the victory points on this stage. We spent the operational authority we had trying to reinforce our units after last operation. If you didn't watch that one, we took quite a few casualties. But we're able to get mostly back to full strength, with a few platoons coming in just under full strength. One card left, uneventful, so we'll see what we get next time. Let's go. All right, so we finished up the last one, holding most of the south side of the river, and we're just about to take Breitungen east, which will then cut off the retreating units the enemy has, cutting through these two main roads. So we've got a CEV unit, ITV, and then we have Apaches and a Bradley unit coming up to reinforce them. And on the other side, we're looking at this victory point and then Hill 78 North. We've got two infantry platoons, mostly intact, and I'm bringing up a platoon of Abrams as well to get them a little bit of support. The main challenge we're facing is taking some heavy fire across this lake, so we'll have to be careful with how that one goes. All right, so we can see JSTARS shows there are some units over here, but not a ton. So I'm going to try to keep my helicopters out of range of whatever these are, just in case it's air defense. And let's get these infantry deployed and moving through the forest. It's exactly where you want your infantry to be. That's where we have the biggest advantage over anything else on the battlefield. All right, only one unit spotted. It's a BTR unit. Not too serious, just a few infantry left. And I imagine with the volume of fire we're throwing in there, they're going to have to pull back pretty quickly. All right, so they are done. Once we get this captured, I think we'll be in good shape. Let's get the Bradley over here to kind of overwatch this area. It's got those ATGMs, which are pretty solid, so they can help us see what's going on. And there's a lot of stuff concentrated through here. What I think I'm going to want to do eventually is bring an infantry unit through, so that I can get up close and personal through these buildings and maybe hit them from range. Can't see exactly what this is, but we can try to kill it. Infantry. Can't see what kind. Let's get the Abrams up here, provide some fire support. All right, so we've got tanks here, but we've got a lot of units in a forest, so I think we'll be okay. That's where we want to be against a tank, and it's a T-64, so it's not a weak tank or anything, but we can handle it. And what do we have? Let's get the Apaches over here for some support. I think that's the most serious threat we're facing right now.
Zone captured.
So we captured this zone. That's good. That'll be good for operational authority for us. And there are some units building up over here. We've got quite a few. I'm not going to use my... You know what? This actually is a good spot for a gun run. We've got low air defense threat. So let's bring in the A-10s. I think that's a good place to use them. And these are BTRs that are dug in. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the best way to get at these guys without putting myself at unnecessary risk is. Yep, and our Apaches are low on ammo. Once they run out, I'll pull them back. Let's get that Abrams unit out. There we go. And Apaches are still up, which is good. Don't want to have those go down. Those are very expensive to replace. And our Abrams are still firing. We're getting a lot of bounces here. Wonder if we need to move up closer. There we go. Now they're panicking. Good, good. All right, and let's move the Abrams backward. because we have T-64s here. And yep, okay. Just want to make sure we keep our front armor facing the enemy. I'm trying to be very methodical here. Don't want to throw anything away unnecessarily. Like it looks like I'm about to do with these Abrams. We are in the forest, so we've got cover. I'm trying to keep front armor toward them. And I'm going to call it another A-10 strike. Just to get that unit suppressed. Oh, they've got something cooking over here, because they're smoking. We just lost our CEV. Let's get some more infantry here. We also lost one Bradley. Or Abrams here, so let's smoke them, get them out. And this is actually getting a little perilous over here. We've got quite a few enemies. I think this would actually be a good spot to dig in our airborne, so that they can put a lot of fire down. We'll get them dug in a city. And I think that's really the best place for them to make the most of their abilities. I'm going to pull those Abrams out since they're so beat up. And we actually are quite low on supplies right now. I was hoping not to have to deal with that, but it looks like that's going to be our lot for this operation. They're taking a few pot shots at us with a BMP. Didn't penetrate our Bradley here, but I don't want to risk it. What is decreasing here in terms of supplies? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's what's going on here. That was frustratingly obvious. So if we get these two infantry units dug in, that'll be sufficient to hold off probably anything most things they'll throw through there. And we get this Abrams unit back. I think that'll put us in good shape to push on the right side. What I'd really like to do is turn the corner and start going up this side of the lake. You can see there's quite a bit of stuff dug in here. Yep. New enemy group has arrived. So let's get our units dug in. And throw another Bradley over there. They are very good in a fire support role with their autocannon and ATGMs. They can engage from range and up close. You can take on soft and hard targets. And wow, that's a lot of fire I'm taking. One thing they're doing here is engaging me from range. They've got looks like BMPs, I'm guessing. So if I can get tanks in here, I could start to flank these BMP-2s. Yeah, that's what's getting me. There's the BMP-2s. And where are my Apaches? I thought I called in Apaches. Here they are. And they could start to turn the tide, I think. It's these BMP-2s that are killing us. And I think with an Abrams firing at them, these BMP-2s will get suppressed or knocked out pretty quick. All right. And something's hitting us from over here. Who can I advance? Let's send the airborne. Or we can stop the airborne, because now we've got clean shots at them with a tank. New enemy group has arrived. They must be coming from the north. And we really need to suppress these guys before they get any good shots on our Abrams. All right, so they are trying to sneak through here in BTRs. I don't think that's going to work. Let's get our infantry into this position. All right. So we're racking up victory points, knocking out these enemy units trying to get through. Which is good, because we need all of them. And I'll move my Abrams up to support. Let's see. I wonder if I can get my... Trying to find a way to take out this artillery. And what would be the best way to push here? Alright, so our Apache is just about out of ammo. Once they get rid of the rest of it, down to 1%, I'll have them pull out. They're dropping flares, pulling back.
Zone captured.
This is a little risky with my Abrams here, but I really want to knock out this artillery. So we captured this zone, good. That puts us in a better spot to hold out. And if I'm remembering the stats right, the Abrams has a better stabilizer. Is that even a stat in this game? I don't know. I could be mixing up games here. All right, so I think we've knocked them out of Hill 78 North. So maybe we can push into that zone. And we've got a gun run still, so I can call that in if I need to. They haven't brought in any planes, so I've got my Vulcan just sitting around. And let's throw a Bradley up this way. Are these guys sitting off map? Where are they? There they are. I imagine this is going to go very quickly, being just a few meters away. Tank on self-propelled gun. Could use some more infantry right in here to make me feel more secure. Kind of lean all the way through. Could really use some artillery too. That would make me feel really much better about where I'm at. Now I could try to get these three zones. I wonder if I capture Hill 78 South and kind of call it there for my push. Let's dismount. Want to have as much firepower as I can around. I am certain that as soon as I pull this Vulcan out, they're going to send air power at me.
Zone captured.
So we should have this T-64 pretty suppressed, I'd imagine. We've got a lot of fire going at them from Bradleys. And pretty soon my Abrams should be firing at them too. There we go. Saving up my points until things get dicey. And what are these? BRDM2s? Should not be a problem, especially once they get within range of the Abrams. Alright, this T-64 should be going down, and now we're down to a BMP-2. There they are. There's the air power, just as I said would happen. As soon as I pulled out the Vulcan, not that that was in a spot that the Vulcan was protecting anyway. But it never fails. But at least now we know that they're active in the air. What do we have here? BMP-1s, which again, we should take out pretty quickly. Got 100 points here. Let's just send a Vulcan north. I think that's probably where they're going to be fighting us the most. pull this Abrams back just to get out of range of the rifleman a little bit. And I think an ITV here would be great, just from the perspective of being able to hold that road and hit any hard targets on it. So this is a BTR unit. They should be pretty easy to destroy from a vehicle perspective, but their infantry are still dangerous. Multiple tangos. I don't see anything on the map. Let's actually pull these airborne
Zone
out
capture.
and get a fresh unit in. All right, so we've got Hill 78. Trying to think if we should just roll them up from here. I think that's the move. And do I have any reinforcements coming this way? A Vulcan? Not enough, really. And I've got infantry coming this way to support a push on this side. I have tanks over here as well. So I think I have the combined arms support I need. New enemy group has arrived. At least I'm taking out these enemy units that are coming through, getting those easy victory points. 116 points. I think I'm gonna save up for the helicopters here, which I can call in now. Hopefully this gun run clears out this infantry unit and I can take a step forward. Good, got them suppressed. What? Where? There's a bunch of stuff over here. This is not what I needed right now. I guess, I don't know. I was thinking they were coming from the other side. This is a little surprising and upsetting, and I was not ready for it.
5 minutes remaining.
And they have anti-air. So I need to get my Apaches out of there ASAP. What else can I call in? I don't have points. Yeah, I found a new enemy group. I'm aware they've arrived. Let's get this Bradley out of there since they're beat up. Oh, look, they're nice and close over here. Oh, and there's a Shilka. Wonderful. Because that's my quick reaction force is my helicopter. There we go. Shilka's down. That's what I was worried about. All right, now I think we can turn our attention back to Road B87-1. Nope, I spoke too soon. I'm going to call in a gun run again. Oh, let's get the helicopters out of there before we start seeing more anti-aircraft fire. And I lose one. There we go. And I've got to get those infantry out. They're done. Let's get the airborne over there. I think those Humvees are going to be a little quicker to get them in place. And let's see. I've got to start peeling these guys back from Road B87. I don't know where exactly I'm losing vehicles right now. At least it looks like I'm able to hit them without them doing much damage to me. Let's get a Bradley in there. And as our points are ticking up, I think I'll be able to call in infantry soon, though it'll be tight to get them in place in time. And it looks like they couldn't find a target, so they just fired into whatever. So I've got 25 points. Not long to hold out. And yeah, I'm gonna have to send over my helicopters again to support that northern flank as they're trying to come right down the road at me. A minute 30 left. This is getting tight. Wonder if I can just push in. So I think these infantry will get there close to in time. But my helicopters should take out the rest of these infantry. There aren't a ton of them. How effective are IFV guns going to be against my helicopters? We're about to find out.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute. Let's get this covered with a gun run, because I want them suppressed before they can do anything bad to my tanks. There we go. No, didn't really do much damage. Suppressed them a little bit, but nothing decisive. So we took more territory here, but did not get as far as I needed to. And they're hitting me with more artillery, pretty much off-map artillery. I don't know where they're firing that from. They seem to just have more units popping up over here.
Zone captured.
But we did capture this victory point, so at least we made some progress here. That's going to be another 10 VPs for us. And yeah, they've got quite a bit in these woods. So we will save some victory points. They're going to sit tight and try to plan for how we're going to handle this in the next phase. The losses there are very much in our favor. I think I managed that much better than the previous one. But I also don't think I gained much for operational authority. Let's see how that looks. Oh, 165. Not bad. Not bad. It's not the entire Soviet second echelon was delayed. Upland reconnaissance. So we have a lot of reinforcements coming in. Some small rebel units. Okay. So they want us to capture a TV tower. Okay, so it's kicking us on to the next phase. All right. So there we have, we've got to take and hold. So we'll be attacking. We've got allied garrisons. And I think we might be able to swing another task force. We'll see how that looks for the next battle. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying this one, and have a good one.